Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Here we go. Jump on over to our main. We got GCTK up here that is leading. Has just about 10 million shares traded. All right, let's go look at the daily chart. Good morning, Cody. Let's see what this daily chart's talking about. Maximize. All right, so I have some previous levels out here, but not sure about them. I'm gonna delete all this so I can get a more, I mean, it might be the same thing, but I'd rather just do it on the day of. Okay. So GCTK closed at 487. Had a level around the 593s here. That could be a possible daily. Right under $6. Okay. Traded all the way up here to this top is 982, which could be a possible level. The high that it touched today was 12 something. So 976 could be a possible level. And then all the way up here is 1595. Hmm. 976 seems like an interesting level though. Anything else that is clear and obvious? What's the top of this? 1260. This could be something here. Then we got a little 1594 in the body of this candle. So that's obvious. And then we got these little bodies of these candles, but sometimes those aren't as obvious as the wick. So we will see how that goes. Let's jump over here to where it's actually trading on the 1 minute. So this is at 976 level. It's already tested there and bounced once. So that's a missed one. It's got this 1252 up here. And I think I am going to go ahead and mark up the bodies of these candles here. So 1475, and then the body of this one out here is 17 something. 11. All right, 1171. Okay. Let's jump over here and see what all is tested. Started from down here at the 590s, jumped up, and this one does not have a catalyst. Had a catalyst from yesterday. And it's going to be the catalyst from yesterday was to participate in the Q3 Virtual Investor Summit. So we've seen it test these upward levels and fall down. Does have a little bit of range, but that catalyst not being there could make it super choppy, kind of hard to read. Let's go ahead and look at the point of controls here. So on the 5, it is 994. On the 15, it is 828. So we got a bottom point of control of 828 to start the zone. somewhere up in here, all the way up to 1023. 1023. All right. And this is another test of that high side of the 1171. Throwing a little wick through there. It's got 11 million shares traded, pushing on up. Let's see if the point of controls move off of this now. Pretty big push out there. Float is under a million on this one, up to 1370. So it's leading the day. The one behind it, HCWB. Let's see what it's got. Scientific development, blah blah blah. Okay. So it's catching up little by little on HCWB as well. Just not as wide of a range on that one. ISPC, a little cheaper one, BGLC. Nothing much. All right. You said GCTK has a purchase agreement. Let me see. Yeah. That came out. Yeah, I see that one too. They have a meeting on the 16th to the 17th, 2025 presentation, and then the purchase agreement. Let's see. So, GlucoTrack enters purchase agreement with Sixth Borough Capital. Sixth Borough Capital Funds commits to purchase up to 20 million of the company's stock. Did they put a price out there though? Did they put a price out there though? Don't know what price they're doing, but people are currently just trading what they see, what has news from yesterday. HCWB, still not enough range. Not enough range. Good morning, Tatiana. GCTK was the mover at the 6 o'clock when retail can kind of start trading. It popped up here from 10 to 11, went back down, and we marked up levels off of the daily chart that it could follow. We got the 5 right around down here at the 6. We got the 975, which it tested and bounced off of. We got the 1171 up here and the 1252, and then further up here is the 1475, and I think there's one more. Yeah, 1595 was like the tip top of the cranium of it, with catalyst from yesterday. The points of control, I marked the zone where they are right now, but it just keeps trading up here, but not getting as much volume as it had down here. So we'll see, does it want to come down or what? Doesn't look like it though. Keeps pushing up. 1475 incoming. Almost got it. 1450. It's up 172%. Right now, the 5 and the 15 are showing reds. 1252, that is a level, but I don't know if it's the level. The last massively traded level was down here in this zone. So we'll see how it acts on these levels here to the downside. Will it just slip through them? Hmm. Hmm. So did not fully break this one down. It's just kind of one tapping these levels and then popping, but I want a little bit more confirmation in there so we don't get caught in a slam, especially with news from yesterday. And it may just grind higher. I don't know. It's got 14 million shares traded right now. The trade that I did yesterday was on WLDS for some green. Over here. So I watched it go up here, started to form a little bit of a heavy level of volume here that transitioned the point of control. I was looking for it to hold this 750 level, which was in earlier in the day. It was the point of control where a lot of volume had came. It came down and spiked off of this 750, and I was getting in right in this little spike here, down in here. Now, I actually thought I got in on this one. I thought it was gonna stop me out here, but it did not come down into the zone and stop me out. Went on up, went and touched this 850, and that's where I was taking my profit. up in here. So from like 771 was my average price all the way up to around 835s up in here is where I was selling on the ask. All right, let's jump back over GCTK. Just a big grindy structure right now. You kept 25. Oh, you're still holding WD. Oh, wow. You're still holding. Well, you got some faith holding overnight. Some faith. Okay, 1104. Looks like a little bit of transition here. It says the 1104 is 1144. 1104 is up here on the 15 minute, is where the point of control is on the 15. And then the 5 is showing 994 now. Okay. We'll see what happens. Kind of transitioning to a new zone. So 994 is the bottom, right up in here somewhere. 994, and then we have up to 1104. We'll see how these play out. HCWB went on down. ISPC, only 2 million shares traded, up 30%. No news on today as well. So ISPC had a high up there of 185, but it is out of scope for me. Too cheap. Range is too small. Starting to really coagulate here. I'm guessing it's gonna the point of control, if it keeps trading in this area, it's gonna jump up here. And so we'll have these zones down here, and then we might have a higher zone up here around the 1294s. But I'm gonna see how it attacks into these lower zones first. Really taking its time around the 13. There it is. So the point of control just moved up there into this level. Point of control is now at 1302. The 1 minute transition up here, but nothing else has changed. So I'm gonna give it a second. Get some more trading, see if it changes the 5 in the other one. $13.02. Oh wow. Touch that. That was the secondary tap on the 1252 there. Now that's an unpredictable move. There's no prediction for that. It tapped that so quickly and was up, so not any kind of rushing game there. And now we're seeing a lower high formed after that spike, which may induce a little bit of fear. So we'll see. Coming back and tapping it again down here. But now the favoritism is seeming to be on the downside. So just going to sit, wait. We got our zones down here. Point of control did move up, but yeah, now it's got a really quick little pop and drop there. 1449 is the pre-market high. And we'll see where this structure goes. That was very unpredictable right there. Tapping it, bam. Yeah, I mean, and within a second, from 1249 up to 1444 and then back down. So that means, let's say if somebody had their limit order here at 1321, it snatched them in, and now they're underneath where they entered if they were buying highs right there. And now it's made a lower on that last candle, a lower level there at the 1242s. And now it's right on that point of control, 13, the 13 flat pretty much. Still being real choppy. WLDS seems to be doing something, but it's on lower volume, only 1 million shares traded, up 21%. I made my money on it yesterday. I don't want to get too greedy on that one. I'm okay. I'm okay with that one. With the lower volume too, I'm like, eh. But I think I'm going to stick with GCTK until it actually fails out. WLS becoming a 20% mover. So it's kind of getting stuck in that 20% level. One, doesn't have any catalyst like it did on the other days. And so I'm thinking it's becoming more rational than irrational. So I'm going to be careful on that. Then for GCTK, finally broke down this 1252. Headed back to the zones down here, so we'll see how the point of control moves. Right now on the 1 minute, it is 1302, but on the 5 and the 15, it has not moved. It's still at 994 on the 5 and 1104 on the 15 minute. What structure is this? Is this any structure? Oh, wrong thing. Is this any structure? All I'm seeing is more and more of those top and tail wicks. Thinking the point of control can bounce back down here if it can slide back down here into the 10s and really consolidate around this level. So that moved it down just a little bit there. Moved down from 13, pop back up. So still a couple traders coming in here, but lower highs being formed right now. Came down, tested this 1252 on the top side, 1, 2, 3, and then held it a little bit, but lower highs. But it has been unpredictable, so we don't know. We don't know. big boy. Really slowing down. Let me see. Almost 16 million shares traded on it. None of the other low floats are keeping up with it. Cody said you did good on ATCH and Next yesterday. I didn't even see those. Those might, let me go see what those are. Again, holding above this 1252 level, but hasn't really returned to these lows. So if it wants to be unpredictable and pop up again, that's, oh well, you know. But let me look at ATCH. ATCH. What was going on with this yesterday? Did you trade it during? Okay, so yesterday it went from 21 cents up to 25 cents. So you must have took some size on this. Oh my goodness, you must have took some size to make money on this. 2 cents. What did you have? 20K, 20,000 shares or 30,000 shares? And then the other one you said was NXTT. Whew. Okay, this one was 19 cents. Went up to 35 cents. Okay, this one was a little bit more of a mover. 19 cents to 35 cents. Boy, that aftermarket, boy, you if you're holding in the aftermarket, you got smoked. Oh my goodness, 20,000 shares, and you just letting you like, man, I think this is going to tomorrow. 35 down to wake up this morning down to 16 cents. Oh my goodness. That's a blown account right there. That is a blown account. Yeah, those are definitely out of scope. 15 minutes on GCTK looking, giving us red. 5 minute also giving us red. Okay, let me jump back over to the 1 minute. That's some crazy moves down there, man. I don't know how much size you're taking to make money down there, but to make $100 on that 2 cents, you would need to get at least what? Maybe a thousand shares times 0.2. Okay, 1,000 shares would only be $20. So maybe 10,000 shares times 0.2. Okay, that's too much. 10,000 is too much. Oh, that's 20 cents. I didn't do 2 cents. My bad. 10,000 times 2 cents, not 20 cents. 10,000 is 200, or I did 2 cents, and then 1 cent is what you would be looking for is $100. So 10,000 times 0.01, that will be your 100. So you need to take at least 10,000 shares down there. Okay, this thing, GCTK, again, holding up this level, but below that point of control. And the point of control, I'm wondering, is it going to act as a ceiling here instead of a jump route? It's starting to look like it's making those higher lows under the point of control. So we'll see where that wants to go real quick. And the previous bottom was 12.19. Oh my goodness, WLDS continued to move up a little bit. Only 2 million shares traded, but it's making some moves though. WLDS, let me see, where is it going up to? So this is my previous level that I thought it could continue to hold, and it's going back up there to test that. But on this lower volume, I don't know. And only being up 29%, I don't even know. And then it being a Friday too. Freaky Friday. We'll see. Can it actually compete in volume though? Going up there and touching those 10s. Not the point of control. The ATR high is this red line here, which was at 919. It's going up there to 1096. A lot of trading around this $10 level, pushing back up to 1113. Only 2 million shares trade. It's doing this much motion on 2 million shares. Interesting. It's probably short saying over here on it. Wow. Well, Tatiana, I guess you're green on those shares that you're holding. Okay, there comes some volume in there at that price level. Let's see what happens up here around 11. Look at that volume pouring in there on the side. Okay, 11's getting a lot of trading here. Almost 3 million shares traded. GCTK back under, looks like it dropped now. So again, it has the most volume, but dropping through these levels, dropping back towards the previous level, and the point of control is all the way up there. So I would like to see the point of control shift back to down here for it to try to make a move back up. But right now it looks like WLDS is taking the reins here on Friday. A lot of volume pouring in there at these price levels. Around $11. It might pop that point of control up here in a minute if it can stay here and kind of consolidate. Look at that volume pouring in. That is insane. Somebody's here doing something. And basically, this is the same volume structure as when you have it on across the bottom, except it shows the price, the actual price that the volume is coming in at. So instead of being like, oh, this candle has a specific volume, you're saying, no, this price has a specific volume to watch. But yeah, it's coming on up to just 5 million. It's not even half of the GCTK. So still just watching. Only up 34%. We'll see if it becomes a 20% struggler here in a minute. More volume coming in there. I mean, that volume is just pumping. Something big. Either it's going to, this is a 50-50 trade at this point because either it's going to explode or it's going to explode down. Look at all this volume here. It's about to move the point of control. Once this blue catches up with this little blue here, it's going to move that point of control on the 1 minute. Now slowing down around at 11. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, yeah, it's about to move once it overtakes this. It's like an inch away right now. And it's a little bit more volume. There it is, popped up there. So 1081 is the most traded, or 1083 is the most traded level. So we'll see if it holds this level or if it wants to drop back through the 1083s here heavy, because there's a lot of volume that came in here and it did not move upward yet, I guess you could say. 1083 is what y'all got. Wow. All of that volume. Oh boy. 1083. How heavy do you want to be? Lower highs with all that volume. I mean, it would be a very um unpredictable move for it to pop the highs right now. Right now it's at 1083. More people entering around that level. Let's see what happens. 1076 is whew. Yeah. Yep. All right. So it is still stuck in the 20%, 29-ish percent, 30%. A lot of volume came in there. That's a big wall up there. And I will want to remember that point too, 1083 that people came in. 1083 to 11. Mark that up. So 1083 up to the 11s. 11 flat was like the zone that it really struggled in there. All right, we'll see how that plays out. Back over to GCTK. Again, made a lower level and coming back above the 1252s again. So this is a test through, test through again, lower test, and it keeps coming back up, bumping his head on this point of control of the 1290s, which seems to be some type of ceiling, but it's also seeming like 1252 is some type of floor. So very tight little range in here. Had an unpredictable pop that first time, so maybe it'll do it again. I don't know. We're just going to continue that pattern. But these lower lows are really kind of telling me, yo, watch out. Watch out. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 complete or 6 contenders here on the low floats. Um, and right now we're watching the highest volume one. Then we have PLRZ. It had a little bit of news on today. It has a polarizon reports successful intranasal delivery of PL14. That's his news on the day. It's an allergy blocker in the latest study. So that's PLRZ, but it is a cheaper one at 156. HCWB was the next in line, but it has kind of faded a little bit. It's up 74%. WLDS still struggling right there under this level here that we just saw all that volume come in. ISPC up 18%. Only 3 million shares traded, and then BGLC. No news on today. So the only one with news on today up here is PLRZ, and that's it. PLRZ. So we'll see. If this is going to become the leader on the day, I'm good. I just sit on my hands for today because it is out of scope for me. The only one that really met the criteria, other than the catalyst, was GCTK on this morning. So we'll see if anything else pops up. HCWB ended up fading off of that $6. And GCTK still wandering around this 1252. And PLRZ is catching up with GCTK. It's probably going to end up overshadowing it. It's about to hit 10K or 10 million shares traded, and that is going to leave only 7 million shares for it to catch up with GCTK and take the crown for the top volume low float mover, but not the top range low float mover. I like that range. I like to get in and get that 20, 30, 40, 50, $1 per share quickly. And popping up there, the point of control just lowered to 1278 from I think it was at 1280 something up in here, like 1283. Just lowered though a couple of cents. We'll see if it can actually press down under the 1240s. I mean, this thing is just holding that 1252, man. There we go. Slip on down. Start breaking stuff downward. Okay. Really irritating that it's just not falling down. PLRZ coming on up 11 million shares, chasing GCTK. Let's go look at the daily chart for PLZR. All right, so PLZR closed at 97 cents. It is currently trading up to $1.75 up here. Somewhere we have a level here at the top of 245s. Could be a possible. Actually, let me clear all the rest. I don't know how many levels I got up here. Okay, I must have looked at this before. Let's clear all of that. And now let's restart. So this top is going to be 12, right around 1245. Could be a possible level, possible daily level. Okay. Let's zoom back a little bit. Okay, it looks like it had some type of gapping around here, 222 to 192. So I wouldn't call these just clear daily levels, but this is a gap. So let me just put in here edit, put in here gap. Gap level. So we got our gaps. I duplicate that. So we want to get that whole gap in there. Okay. So those are the levels that I see that are kind of obvious. If we go back anymore, it's nothing. So yeah, that's about it. All right, we'll see how that plays. It is number 2 on the day in volume. So WLDS just fully becoming a little bit of a 20% struggler under this level that we saw. HCW. That one's coming on down. This one kind of did a little spike down, but still stopped before it got to this 1174. Come on, big boy. We know those sellers want to get on you. We want to get you back down there to 10. Give me 1 second. All right. Still looks like a little walk down game on GCTK. PLRZ, only 3 million shares to go for it to catch up with GCTK. HCWB, WLDS went back into that zone right there that we had up there. Got clapped. So yeah, now it's definitely going below 20%. Got another one here. What is this? UOKA. Don't see any news on it. Only 1 million shares traded, up 21%. So let's just continue to focus up on the things that are actually leading the day here. Okay, so it's having these little pauses at each one of these levels. It paused at 1252, came down, hit the 1171, came back up, found the ceiling, came back down 1171, and now it's pushing on down. So still the most volume on the day. Until PLRZ passes it, I'm still watching it. PLRZ is making moves though down here. Let's see, the bottom was 128. Really didn't see any obvious levels over here on the daily chart for it to fall down into. I mean, what would you even mark in here? I don't even know. And then with, it's just kind of like a very weird charting to try to mark up. But we'll see. We shall see. Okay, GCTK, what are you doing? What are you even doing here? So we got the 1250s again. Can it get back past that 1250 level? Is a question. Let's let this close. Let it close. Wow, it did get up there. Another little hit at that. It's gonna have to cross that 1280. It's gonna have to cross that 1280. 30 seconds left on this candle. It ain't over yet. Showing a little bit of red. Still got time on this candle. Because this has been like a little ceiling for it. I take small size if it does cross that 80 just to see, where the new ceiling is. But at this point, with it having 5 seconds left on this candle, not looking great. Okay. Okay. Wow. These snatchbacks though. That's what I don't like. I don't like that kind of motion. 30 seconds left on this one. I just forgot I had mine on day instead of extended. Oh boy. We just wanted you to act right, man. Now you better close this candle with 2 top and tails up here. Yeah. All right. You almost fooled me. Thought you were about to get going upward. Over this level 1264, and then for a possible test of that 1280. Can we get it? There's some volume coming in there. But again, stopping right at that level of that 1252. Oh, man. So I guess this one's just going to be fully unpredictable. My bad, I had y'all on the wrong screen. I guess this is going to be fully unpredictable right here at the 1252. Came up here, came down, all that good stuff. Was not able to give us what we were looking for, and slowing down in here, but still leading the day on volume. So can we start getting over that level? Can I use this as my out of the $12? Oh, there it is. Okay. Are we going to push? Push through those 50s? Maybe not. That snatchback though. Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, that I really don't like it moving like this. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. That's crazy. Got up there and then open. Oh my goodness. All right, this is a trap. Let me go back over to PLRZ. PLRZ taking the lead position in volume now. 22 million shares traded. So GCTK is being outperformed by a cheaper, lower range stock. So now it is time for me to begin to just sit back and say, all right, all right, all right. So let's just look at the overall picture here. We got this super cheap little stock. WLDS still struggling. WLDS only has, it hadn't even reached 10 million shares traded. So this cheaper little stock PLRZ or whatever it is coming up here and pretty much toasting everybody on the game, and it's only up 53 or 43%, which is even more bad. Oh my god, bro, are you about to push? You look like you about to push. Oh my, I hate this stock. I'm really not. I don't know what to do with this. The lows is 12, so I could risk like 30 cents. But man, it just keeps stopping here. So tempting for that break, but this has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times that it's done this. I got in a little bit looking for the break. I get out at 12. I'm only in 5 shares, so all right, a little bit more break. Got in there 10 shares. I'm gonna let this be my out 12.28 because if this becomes a wall again, I'm out of there. All right, let's go see where it's going. I only got 10 shares, so not big risk at all. The past 12.31, I'm out. Okay, 13s. I got in at 12.60 and it's up here. So yeah, past 12.31, I got to jump out of here. I don't want to get caught in this. Let's see if we can hold just a little bit. Surprise some people. It's got this top up here towards 13.95. I don't even know if it can get 14s, but just giving it a try, and I will stop out at 12.25-ish, 12.25 if it can't hold here. 13s barely moving. Come on now, get those 13s up there. A little bit more volume coming in there. Let's see if we can push up some more. Okay, what's the bottom of this? The bottom of this is 12.63. I'm in at 12.60. Can you continue to push over this level of the 13s? Man, this is a choppy stop. Come on, big boy. 13 tapped, but not passed. All right. So 12.52, I'm gonna have to get out. 12.52. You want to be a snappy little snapping turtle. That'll be a 10-cent risk if it doesn't want to jump here. 12.50. Matter of fact, I'll probably click the button at 1260 to be honest, because I'm let's see what you're gonna do here. You're gonna keep that 1250 up there. All right, you're going back, but you're treating that like a ceiling. You need to get through it. Bottom of this candle is 1260. So that is my entry right there at 1260. It needs to continue to push if it's gonna do anything here. Keep playing with me. Think I won't sell. Think I won't sell. Okay, so opening a little bit lower there. Not seeing that 80 yet. 1280s. Just kind of treating this like a wall, huh? I'm out. I'm cool. All right, so I'm looking for this thing to get back over this level here, the 1275s. I'm gonna size down some. It's unpredictable. It could slam on me like that. Back to the 1252s. Let's see where it wants to go from here. Man, see, this is why I was playing low size, man. I thought it could go ahead and give me something up to the upside. Come on, man. All right. It is what it is. We still out here. We out here. All right. UOKA still moving up a little bit. All right, so it's coming down to the 12s, and at this point, it's kind of taking souls here. It did this multiple times. I was thinking, okay, let's go ahead and break this thing. It came up here to this ceiling or this point of control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm like, all right, maybe we'll go and try to get to that 14. Nope, nope. But I'm okay with taking smaller size on these because they're moving. You know, you can get, 30, 40, 50 cents real quick. You don't really need like a whole bunch. So PLRZ, I told y'all, man, this thing came up and took the day on the volume, man. If it continues to do this, it's now 2 million shares ahead of GCTK. And if it continues to do this, I'm gonna be sitting on my hands if GCTK doesn't want to act right. And it's been showing me that it don't want to act right. So I'm gonna wait on that one, especially with PLRZ coming on, pushing on up here. Has a top up there of 175, so it's about 25 cents. The ATR for PLRZ is 20 cents. So we'll see how that goes. That's crazy. I am glad I sold out at that level because it had told us, hey, multiple times, I may hold this, I may not hold this, I may hold this. And so I was like, look, if you pass or you get close to this level, I think I need to be out. And if I didn't, if I sold right at this level, it probably would have gave me a bad feel. So that's why I was like, I'll hit it at 60 because 60 was my break even anyway. So like it is what it is. I still got money. I still can jump back in. It's only 10 shares. We're cool. And plus, I'm already green on the week. So it's Friday. I'm not trying to, I don't want to be the freaky part of Friday where I come out looking crazy, so I'm cool. UOKA. 7 million shares traded. It's moving on up the list as well with more volume. But I'm not seeing a catalyst for it. Last news on UOKA is it announced an opening of a bar at Robin Hill Hotel, unlocking new revenue stream and enhancing cultural hospitality offering. Okay, so this one's right back where it was trading at first, this 152 level. So I guess it's all about the probability now. Can it get back over this 152? Has a lot of shares traded in here around 144. So we'll see how that does. But it's that volume that I'm looking at on this one, not the range. I'm not actually wanting to trade this one. I just want to see if this is going to be the main one, because if this is going to be the main one, that's telling me to sit on my hands for Friday. Sit on my hands. Sit on my hands. I got the plan. Oh boy, GCTK, man. Just taking them on down there to the depths. Bottom of this is the 1126. And I mean, I guess after this is just free falling, because it has proven that it can't compete. Well, it's number 2 on the day, but it can't compete with a $1 stock, which is crazy. UOKA still throwing highs, went up there to the 539s. Let's go look at the daily chart on UOAK or KA. So it closed here at 281. Let's zoom back a little bit. It got up to 5, so all the way up here to over this level. So this could be a possible daily at 5. And that's where my scope starts. So it needs to be over 5. So possible daily level. All right, and it got up to 539 as a high. Let's back up and see if there's any more obvious things up here. Whew, this thing definitely has this little pop and drop action here. 20, what is this? 2025 earlier this year. Pop drop, pop drop, pop drop. So I'll be very careful on this one, especially with no caps. Look at that. Just a repetition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pop drops, pop drops. So be careful on UOKA if you are having your eyes on that. It is number 3 on the day right now, though, in volume. 10 million shares traded, but that pop drop is real. ATR of 39 cents on that one. Let's see. PLRZ. I don't even know how it's getting this much volume not moving anywhere. That's crazy. Like 25 million shares, and it's like, what is this, 142 down to 140? So like 2 cents in here. That's crazy. All right, UOKA coming down. So our leaders, PLRZ is still up 42%, GCTK around 143, UOKA up 70%, and that'll be followed by HCWB up 81% with 10 million shares traded. So hit that $5 and continues to hit that 5. But is it going to be a ceiling or is it going to be a floor? Look at GCTK. Did you want to play again, buddy? Did you want to play again? Did you want to get back up here to this level of the 1254s and hold it like a real stock? Maybe not. So my question is this real structure here? This little slight trend here we're seeing. Where does this trend start? I don't even know. Like right here? This it? I don't know. That's a guesstimation. I don't want to be guesstimating out here. Anyway, still holding around at 12, but lower highs still. PLRZ broke down just a little bit. Another tap on this 135 level. Kind of odd level for it to stop trading, but it is what it is. 128 looks like the majority of trades happened there. So 127, 128 may have to go down to the bottom of this volume level here. We'll see. GCTK again holding up here. 1224 is at the highs. The 15 minutes telling me it's a no-go though. Let's look at the 15 minute real quick. Look at this 15 minute. This looks like death from above. Big old indecision. And yeah, I'm just not sure about any of that. UOKA, 12 million shares traded, getting away from that $5. HCW, this one's tightened up. Never did reach 10 million shares on WLDS. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready to play ball? 1252 up there. Can you do it? Can you do it? I want to see it hold this 1252 level. Okay, you got a little pump up there. That's cute. Need you to get on up there and show us you got your running shoes on. 1240s. Oh, look at that volume coming there, man, on the side over there. Come on, man. So disappointing. Yep, 15 minutes back telling me that this is a no-go. This one, like I said, the bottom side looks like it's 128, so we'll see what kind of action comes at 128 on PLRZ. Still leading the day in volume, 26 million shares traded. Are you ready to stop kidding now? 1244. So where are the points of control right now? This one says 1278 down to, what's the bottom? 1104. So let me mark that up. 1278 down to 1104. That is a long, oh boy. That's a long point of control zone there. I guess it's got to choose a side, I guess. Kind of like them to be a little bit tighter. So this one got down there and tapped right around that 129 level. This volume is a little bit, it seems to be dying on GCTK as well. It was getting millions or tens of thousands traded, and now it's like getting hundreds. So that kind of scares me as well. PLRZ came down to the bottom of this range around this 128. And like I said, it may be the leader on today. Wouldn't be surprised. COCP, nice move. What is COCP? COCP, 10 million shares traded. It is a, oh, it's a little bit higher float. That's what it is. COCP has a little bit of news on the day. It says it showcases the first oral antiviral in development for neurovirus infection. In a podium presentation at the International Calicivirus Conference. Okay, so that's something that's happening. Got in there at 219, got out at 250, nice. GCTK, you just holding this middle, huh? All right, PLRZ continue to just flat line right here above this ending level of the 128s. COCP pumping on up there a little bit. Let's look at the daily chart on COCP. So it closed at 144. Had a high up here of 219, looks like. 219 activate, so we will, there's a possible daily. Okay, let me zoom back a little bit. Okay, it was at the 219s before. Looks like it got up to the 394s. It had the 326s right here. Well, let me just duplicate the other one. So it got above this level of the 327s. Zoom back a little bit more. It's the most recent things that I'm seeing there. 327 was tested back here in 2023. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. 327 is where it's trading above right now. Wow, GCTK got on down there, man. Got on down below that 1171 and just is slowly dying. WLDS went back to 14%. So never could break that level where we saw that volume come in. BGLC only 1 million shares traded. ISPC only 4 million shares traded. All right. All right. UOKA got $1 away from the 5, so that's not impressive. Bottom of this is 1104, so under 11 will be really bad for this. I want to see what 11 touch does with this one. It's number 2 on the day. If PLRZ starts falling, I'm wondering will sentiment come on over to GCTK. It's got 23 million shares traded. And COCP has 21 million shares traded, trading right around that 327. That was the only really obvious point that I could see, so I just put it out there. Then it's got the 219 down here, so about $1, about $1 in between them. So this is a secondary tap down here around this 1129. $11.29 bottom. $11.50, and it will need to get back past 11.71. Could use the 28 as my out. We'll see. But now COCP up 125%. So they're both around the same percentage gain. COCP though, I don't think it has that same ATR for it. This one popped back up 1145 off of this bottom test. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this one in here. Looking for it to play this range back up here to the 71. Low side is 1112. We got 9 shares. Looking for it to possibly get back up over these levels, giving it a chance out here on this previous little bottom down here. But yeah, I'll be selling out at 1114 down here. It's got the range, so I'm going to give the range a chance. A little chance to try to get back up here, maybe to the indecisive levels of 1210s or something. See if any kind of structure can build from here and they can try to retest these 70s. 1150s. Let's see that hold. 1149. Getting some around 1150 and 15 shares there. See if 1150 continues to hold, may add a little bit more up to like 25 shares or so. Don't want to get too big. $11.57s, added another share there. Every time I see it get over 11.50s, I'm gonna be probably adding one. 11.57 again, added a little bit there. Is it holding 61s? Can we see 61s? Add a little bit there. 18 shares. Looking for it to retake that 1171. 19 shares in. See if we can get that pop. That popsicle. Okay. Added, got 20 shares in there. Bottom side down here. So my average is 1159. Got our zone. We can do let me see 12. What's 12 looking like? Could it get back to 12? We'll see. 1175, 1170s. Okay. Just don't slam too hard on me. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. I'm a lightweight. All right, but yeah, I will be out at 11:15 if it comes down here. So, gonna have to show me something. Let me see those 80s pop, baby. I'm gonna be moving my stop up. If it breaks back into this range, I'm gonna be moving my stop up. 23 million shares traded. Opened up a little lower. That's okay. You're still within range. Bottom of this is 11:15. Let's see if you can hold up. Coming down to this little bottom. 45s, I just want to see 1150s hold, and I'll add to this. Ready to sell out. What you trying to do, buddy? Sell right on that about to break down. And I can add back if I need to. We can hold back into these levels. All right. Watching it for a close. Close this candle. 27s. 1125s. Are you going to hold that? Got a couple of buys in there on the bid. Okay, so it tested the bottom of that level. Let's see if we can continue to play over 11. Up here, what's this? 1138s. So I got 6 shares there. Bottom of this is 11, so break down at 11, I'm gonna be out. Can we get back into those 35s, 40s? over this level. Was this 1139? I'll add. Okay, so I'll be out. Breakdown of 11. Unless it wants to pop back through. What you trying to do, buddy? Candle closes in 4 seconds. Okay, there we go. Added a little bit there for that pop over. Let's see if we can get back up. 30s. Nope. All right. Back over to 7s. Ready for out. So the body of this candle is the 26. Just looking for it to hold there, but it's like it's going to be slipping me out of there a little bit. It's going to have to get back over this 26, 25 level for me to add anything. Oh, that's really flat. That might end up dumping on me. Let's see. Need to get back up to the 25s. Out of there. Lost about $1 right there. That's okay. $1, like not $1 per share, $1 period. Giving it a chance, see if it can turn around. It is what it is. PLRZ still leading with the volume, so it is what it is. Let's see if it can hold up 11s here for another little try. Let this candle close. Hey, you want to try that? You want to show me 11s again? All right, I'll enter there. Got a little bottom down there, so I'm gonna let it play. Just close the candle. Average price is 11.12. Can we go back up and try something different? Low down here is 1078. I mean, 21 shares. Got it to 1171 up here. Can't say I didn't give it a try for sure. I will get out again at the 1077s down here. We can't hold this range. Want to see it back over the 1114s, and I'll add a little bit. All right, 1077s. Let's get out. Got out of there. Could not hold up. It is what it is. I'm leaving it alone. I gave it a chance to turn around in there, and it's just kind of like a demon out here. Will not give me what I want. I really thought this thing could hold up. Look at it now. Is this going to be your hold? Are you going to hold up 11 now? $10.90s. Indecisive candle. This thing right here, man. This back and forth. Really thought it could do me a little bit better than that. Go look at COCP. Still climbing and doing all this stuff as well. So $11 may be becoming some type of okay. Can we try it again? Can we please try it again here to break over 11s? Okay. So I got in 30 shares. This time, this is probably gonna be my last one because 35, 40, 35 shares. So at this point, yeah, this is gonna be the last one. This is a full test of a whole dollar. They came back and reclaimed it. Let's see if we can get up. 11.11. All right, so yeah, that's it. 10.50s. So I'm in at 11.12. Had a little bit of buying there, giving it one more opportunity to pull back up. Just not going. All right. It's crazy. Thought it was getting some more structure to go back up, but not happening. Let's go look at this overall picture here. So it's been trading around, 10.50s and all of this good stuff. Hasn't made a move back up yet. Had a leg down, leg down, leg down. So I don't know. This one's one of those Freaky Friday, I don't knows. 10.50, I'm out. Can we see any green? All right. Closing this count in like 10 seconds. Oops, wrong thing. Do you want to facilitate an upward movement from here or down? Are you going to reclaim or get down? 10.50 out. It's got to rip over this 10.92s. All right. Don't see the 10.90s yet. Nope, we need to see 91, 95. We really need to see 95, but 11.05 is right there. I'm in at 11.12. Such a slow movement. All right. It is what it is. At this point, I'm just gonna be walking my stop up. Right now it's at 10.50. Can we get back into this zone? $11. Start holding up 11 a little bit. Or will this be another ceiling that slams us down? All right. Looking like it's going to be a ceiling, so be ready to get out. Let me back off of this a little bit so I can see the overall picture here. Got 1171 top up there that I want to see retested. May or may not happen. Still holding 126%. All right. Stop me out again. Are you going to recapture the zone or not? You're kind of playing around a lot, like a whole lot at 11. Got about 15 minutes to my meeting, so let's see where this goes. Probably sell out before the meeting, and it is what it is. Just gave back a little bit off the top of the overall week's gain, so it is what it is. And $11 just seems to be some type of hold point. It's flat top right there, 1101s, making a lower high than where we were in. $10.50. Okay, getting up there a little bit. So 1112 is where I got in. 1171 will give me 50 cents in the profit. So just watching, waiting. Can we start reclaiming this little zone here? Okay. All right, so let's see if we could drag me back to green. 1171 is where I'm looking, and I need to see the candles close here or whatnot, but you know, back under 11 is pretty much that's gonna be a 12-cent loss. So we'll see where it wants to go from here. Here, 1171, can we see that get traded? Okay, only down $5 now. Can we see a break of that? I want to see this candle close actually before I get too excited. Okay, there we go. Almost back to green. And now at this point, the bottom of this is going to be my out. $11, I got to be out. Got 10 minutes to my meeting. Can we push any further? I see some volume coming in here. I need to see you push 12. That volume, yeah, there we go. All right, so let's get ready to sell some. I mean, might as well, right? Don't want to be a greedy monkey. Made it back to green. Selling on the ask. Oh, it's blocking my screen. I can't see. Where are we at? I got 11 shares left. I can't see my screen. Come on. I can't see my screen. Get off. Get off. All right, so I made it back to green at least with all of that. Okay, so now I can see. Let's see if you can push up a little bit over 12. Give me a little bit. I'll take some lunch money trades. I'm not going to get too greedy. Okay. Six shares left. Pretty much just, getting out of the hole for Friday. Throwing some shares out there to get filled. 4 shares left. I'm okay ending the day with this. It's okay. Because I mean, it didn't have to happen, but it just took so much time for it to pop. I really wasn't sure. 2 shares left. Not really risking it. Risking the biscuit here. I got a move, which is from 11s all the way up here, so about $1 move. See if we can touch this 252. Come on now, don't do that. Get on through there. Let me see 230. I'll take 230. Oh, you gonna show me red? Come on, bro. All right, it is what it is. I'm not gonna allow myself to go back red. I'm done. All right, it is what it is. I just got a little green off of Friday, Freaky Friday. This thing took forever chopping around, but I don't really care about these other ones that are moving. I want something with range, so I'm gonna pick that every day over, something like this, COCP. I'm going to stick to this because this range right here, I don't care even if this was, those first couple of trades was kind of like goofy. I had the right range, right idea, but it just took some time in here that kept chopping me out. But I kept trying, and we got to move from 11, and the top side of this was 12.47, so about $1.50 move in there. So it is what it is. I'm about to jump off. Got to get ready for this morning meeting. Small green on today, but overall I was already green on the week, so just some more ice cream, I guess. But yeah, that's it for today, and I got to get ready for this meeting. And as always, appreciate you guys for tuning in. We do have a Discord that is open free. And so that link should have been dropped into the chat and all of that good stuff. So and this is why I didn't want to risk it, because it was already it was already kind of shaky. So I'm good with cutting where I cut. But yeah, Discord is free. You can jump in there. That's where we continue conversations. I do have a morning meeting that I actually go into, and after that morning meeting, I can be a little bit more available as far as talking about stocks and trading and all of that good stuff. But for right now, yeah, I got to get to that, and I'm gonna make some money doing something else today. At least I'm green on the day, starting in pre-market. This was Freaky Friday mover. I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna dump on the open because of the lack of true catalyst and all of that. But it is what it is. Closing up the top 3 that I still have on my scanners, PLRZ, which did not get back below this 128, 125-ish level. Kind of held up that 125 still there with 28 million shares. GCTK gave it a try, multiple tries, and only got a little bit green, so I'm okay with that. WLDS trash. HCWB, BHAT, don't know what that is, but it's a lower price, so I probably won't be looking at that. But yeah, that's it. All right, I got to get out of here for real. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.